What's that you got?
What?
Is that a guard?
It's an expensive guard.
Did you pay top dollar?
And some. I don't even want to tell the viewers how much I paid for it. Even I don't like it.
What happened here?
What did you do?
Did you change the colour of my van on me?
Did you drop something off while I wasn't here?
You were here.
Yeah.
The footage will show you were here. So it's not quite the right green, but you know.
That's there.
Lucky it wasn't some absorbent price.
Yeah, lucky.
And a 2-hour round trip.
And some.
You gonna tell the viewers where you found it?
Come from Flynn's Wrecking Yard in Cooma.
The place that everyone goes on about that you can't buy anything from.
That's the one. You can definitely buy stuff from there. We have done it multiple times over.
That FC wagon over there come from there actually.
It did.
Took a bit of negotiation, but we got it.
Yeah, it wasn't the easiest deal we struck.
It was only 6 years of visiting.
Yeah, it's got a guard now.
Nearly complete. Do you want to tell the viewers what else you've got for it?
Got a small block for it.
350.
Yeah, it's 350s.
What else you got?
Got a turbo well, got a turbo 350, but
You got half of one.
missing a piece, front piece,
So it was in a 1,000 horsepower car.
and it grenaded itself severely. It shattered the bell housing.
Shattered the bell housing. The internals are still good. Cooked third, but
Nothing we can't use.
clutch packs. Any viewers got a turbo 350 case that they want to get rid of?
Definitely get in contact with us because at the moment it's not going great on the search. But you know,
Suppose we better get to the real purpose of this episode. It's not,
Yeah.
it's not bolting your guard on.
we've had a lot of viewers ask us about
One particular car.
the Monaro. There is a story behind said Monaro. It was a friend of mine's. It was actually his grandmother's car. They bought it second hand in 1970 or 71. It's a base model 186 GTS, so it had a 4-speed, Opel 4-speed. It's a factory silver mint car with the rally stripes on it, GTS stripes. They actually had a second set of stripes painted on it. Normally they're just factory on the driver's side. They actually had a second set of stripes painted on the passenger side. That was sort of the defining factor. But yeah, it was a friend of mine's car. He built it up, had a 383, 5-speed, 9-inch. Sorry, it didn't have a 9-inch, had a 10 bolt in it. It come to an unfortunate circumstance. It ended its life a bit early. He wasn't into it at all. There is no signs that he was giving it a hard time. It purely just had a set of Bridgestone traffic accidents on it, and it stepped out and he couldn't catch it.
Bob Jane all rounders.
That's yeah, he couldn't catch it. He ended up on the other side of the road and he got T-boned, spun around and T-boned again. He was alright, he walked away from it unharmed, everything was good. The car was written off, but not it's not a stat write-off, it's actually still listed as a repairable. So fast forward 5-6 years, 8 years, 9, 10, I don't know, it was a while ago. We spoke about price and always said I'd buy it off him. Eventually he come to me and said he needs to be rid of it, and I paid the money and here it is.
So for those asking, no, it's not for sale.
It's not for sale. There is a proviso that I was never to sell it.
So
I was to not sell it, and if I wanted to sell it or had to sell it, it had to be offered back to him first. And yeah, So for anyone that's going to ask, is it for sale? Don't even waste your time, because it's not. It's a big project. It's on the 1 day list for me.
This is like a 5 to 10 year build.
Yeah, so Zach will probably go around it, go from the driver's side and work your way back around.
So it looks pretty good. Obviously it's had
Front end damage. There's a little bit of rippling in that corner on the B-pillar turret.
It's actually circled.
Yeah, it is actually circled by insurance.
So
it is a HK Monaro. I'm sure people will figure that out. It's got the narrow tail lights in it.
So coming around this side, as Tom said, it was T-boned. So
it was hit. So yeah, it's got a fair amount of damage.
Poor old girl's had a big old hit.
Yeah, that there is actually touching on the inner structure. It hasn't bent the rail, which is insane because it's such a big hit. It hasn't actually bent the rail. It punched over the sill. The sill is still straight except for that rear section there. But the majority of the impact was actually through the panel. You know, there was bog in it, but what Monaro doesn't have bog in it. Surprisingly, it only broke that pane of glass. Everything else was fine. He actually had the windows down. That's the only reason it broke. If the window was up, it would have been fine.
So as you can see, that passenger side front door window is still fine.
Yeah, it actually still rolls up and down.
The door is still fine.
The door still opens, which is good because the door isn't quite.
So there are plans to build this car.
Yeah, I've actually got a piece with us today.
But yeah, as you can see, pretty big damage. It will go on a table, it will get straightened.
Yeah, there's a lot of work to happen. Like, so this is actually, oh excuse me.
So this come with it?
This was part of the sale.
So, fun fact, the ute skins, Monaro quarters are reasonably close.
Yeah,
or the bulk of the section that you need.
What they do
is there.
You need the length, which is why the utes are in. The sedan quarters don't quite give you the length. They give slightly different shape, and especially up in the pillar. You still use a sedan quarter, and I have a sedan quarter with the car. Obviously you need it for the light in the upper here. There are people that make this section, Dinos, and everyone's probably seen them. Rare Spares actually makes a front panel, replacement panel to go there. But you're always missing that infill.
That's why
I've got this. I actually cut that car up as well with the previous owner of the vehicle for him to fix it, but yeah, obviously it didn't ever eventuate. I've got spare front ends at home. It didn't actually push the bloody A turret, which was insane because it damaged a lot of the firewall, but it didn't actually damage that, which is really good.
So essentially it's a firewall repair and a new K member, correct?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, that all unbolts off the front and new K member bolts on. You can see it on that red U over there. It's quite obvious how it all works. There's 5 bolts at the top, 2 in the 1 bolt in each Y frame. That whole lot unbolts from the vehicle. There is a little bit of damage from the grille, but that's just because of how the bonnet corner hit it, sort of folded it up. But it's only on the grille, and there's a little dent there. But
it's only sheet metal.
It's only sheet metal, exactly.
I don't know anyone that fixes sheet metal.
Neither do I. But it's repairable, but it's a big job. So yeah, that's the rundown with one of the Monaros. You'll see the other one eventually. It's in storage. It's actually a lot less car than this is. Zach actually helped me put it in there years ago.
Yep.
But yeah, it'll make its way out here eventually as well, and it'll all get worked on. So yeah.
On a future episode of Backyard Builds potentially.
Possibly. But yeah, so that's the Monaro story, guys. So now you know. Don't ask questions.
I think people want to know how you're going to build it, but
No,
I'm
keeping that one under me hat at the moment.
I know.
Zach knows, but that's all. It'll happen eventually. Like Zach said, it'll go on the table, straighten, etc. But for now, it's just going to sit here.
It's not going down in value.
Nope.
Nothing out here is.
Not yet. Anyway.
What's this week's code word? Monaro, I guess.
May as well be Monaro, yeah.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Monaro. As always,
like, subscribe. It helps us out.
Comment Monaro, and we'll choose to send 2 sticker packs out to.
That's it. We'll see you next time on Backyard Builds.
Thanks for watching.